okay.
Do you want to sit down and talk about this? Get yourself some friends.
Listen to this. Your boss is a little...
Maybe if you're a bit nicer to people.
I mean, Jesus.
Like, stop threatening to kill or actually killing everyone who's around you.
I don't know if that's a threat or it says a cry for help. What was that line you just said? Everybody hates me, Rooker.
You seem proud of this. This isn't a good thing, man.
The world wants to kill me. My life is... I just need this money to live. Please let me get this money to start.
Everyone alive would profit from my death. So, Jesus. Okay. When Rooker is facing up against Craig Ferris, he goes, "You're a loudmouth punk slag who's about to die. Well, in a minute I'll be dead. You'll be an asshole forever."
That's a good line. See, that's a good line. You'll still be an asshole. He's good. Again, Rooker, to me, this is the most charming Rooker other than Yondu. This is the funniest Rooker other than Yondu.
You don't find him charming in The Walking Dead?
You mean the racist Nazi guy? Not really. Not particularly.
It takes all sorts, I guess.
I mean, he's great in The Walking Dead. He's probably one of the fantastic. Again, I want to keep underlining this. Rooker is amazing in everything.
Yes.
But this 100%. was if you like Rooker, you're not going to see, this is off-type Rooker, where he's a good person. He's actually nice.
Yeah, this isn't Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer Rooker. This is a nice guy.
He's a nice guy. Like that scene where they finally get, when I told you I started liking him when he had Stallone's back, when they show them where the cases are, and Stallone and Rooker have that moment. I always love in movies where people like quietly like acknowledge something like, where is it? We know where it is. But they like kind of do this like subliminal talk. I was like, yeah, Rooker's cool. Yeah, they're best friends again. Yeah. They forgot all about the girlfriend that fell off the cliff.
I did enjoy their relationship of never being quite on board, always helping each other, but never quite seeing eye to eye.
Right. He does say the line later, he goes, "He's not my friend," you know, and I like him as much as you or whatever. But he still cuts his back. That's why I liked it.
They're on the same side. Yeah.
And they never resolved it. Again, you could erase everything in the middle and still have that movie of them reconciling their differences. Because I don't think they finished it. I don't think they finished coming to terms with what went on. So yeah. And again, also at the end, does Stallone know that the old guy from NCIS is dead? I don't think he knows.
No, I don't think. Well,
I think knows because she goes, "I thought it was whatever the guy's name is. I forget his name. Old
Frank,
guy.
I want to say
Frank. I thought it was Frank, but she doesn't say Frank is dead. She just says, "I thought it was Frank." When she goes, "I'm sorry, Gabe. I got captured or whatever."
Well, I mean, there's a few. We don't follow them the whole time. There's a few scenes where Stallone and Rooker are together towards the end where we're following Lithgow. So maybe they have a little conversation like, "Oh, just so you know, it's not really the time, I know, but
Frank got blown away by a footballer."
Yeah.
Sorry, soccer player.
It's all right. I'd throw him over the side of a building. The mountain is fine. I had a terrible line to the Dead So, but his troubles are over.
Did you say relegation? No, I couldn't pull it in time. I'm sorry, Gabe. I couldn't.
I said seasons. I was kind of generic for any sport.
I mean, look, I said I'm out of here. I can't really, I can't really fault you, bro.
It's better than nothing, but it wasn't my best work.
What'd you say after you kicked him down? I said, "I'm out of here." Really? That's the best you can. Hey, man.
But because Gabe's always got to quip it. Like when they're burning the money, he's like, "Oh, it costs a fortune to heat this place." Like, Christ, man.
And even he like gets angry at that line. Like, yeah, it's a bad line. I know. It's like, come on, man. Didn't they burn something else other than like that money?
I don't remember. I mean, there's a lot of trees on the.
There's trees there. What'd you start the fire with? I didn't get that part.
Had some pennies for kindling. So yeah, there's a rope bridge with a tripwire detonation on it, which is just enough time for them to get to safety, which was nice of the bad guys. But I like that rope bridge. They have to climb down a rope at one point. There's a really old rope, and they're unraveling it. Is this rope 60 years old? Is it going to hold? Probably not. And then it holds just fine. So that's all right.
Stallone's delivery is perfect there because he says it really quick. Probably not.
But it doesn't go anywhere. The rope is fine. The rope survives. Nothing.
It snaps in half. It just takes a minute.
Oh yeah, they're swinging. Yes,
That's
you're
when
right.
you get the redemption of Stallone, where she falls into his grip and he has to do. It's like literally the exact same moment, but the difference is she helps herself up. She doesn't like sit there like the other girl who just was freaking out and just slipped out of his grip. She kind of climbs up and saves herself. So Stallone's, I guess that's supposed to be the cap of his arc of, no, I feel better. I will never suffer from PTSD again.
I promise. Yeah.
I have the nerve.
And the fear. Yeah. And so all we got left really is that climactic fight to talk about, and it's wonderful.
It's great.
So yeah, Stallone and Lithgow's he's got Jesse. Stallone has the money. They make that terrible transaction that doesn't go well for anyone, or mainly for Lithgow, and then they just have a fight. If you were to tell me before I started watching this film, John Lithgow and Sylvester Stallone are going to have a fight, and it's going to be pretty much even, I don't even
know if it's even. I think Lithgow beats the out of him. I think Stallone gets like a couple of moves,
but most of it, Stallone's weary at this point. He's got to be. He's just climbed up several mountains without any equipment or very little equipment, and
he should be suffering from
a
hypothermia.
light jacket.
He just killed Travers by floating underwater in, I gotta say, ice cold water, like negative.
Yeah, it's frozen on top.
So I don't know how he's walking around, but sure. So yeah, but again, this guy beats the crap out of him.
Yeah, it's like, well, when you're really busy, but you can kind of feel a cold coming on, and then as soon as you get everything done, you like get home, you sit down, you're just suddenly ill. Right. I feel like at the end of this film, hypothermia just kind of sets in. Now he's got Jesse back and Lithgow's dead.
And told his body, not now.
Yeah, exactly. The adrenaline's fighting it off, and then suddenly, boom, he just dies midway through the credits. It all just catches up with it.
That's why they never made a sequel.
Yeah.
Gabe, whatever it is, Walker, or whatever his name is, died on the mountain before Paul Winfield could land a helicopter to get him.
Rennie Harlin likes the name Gabe, because LL Cool J is called Gabe in Mindhunters.
I gotta watch Die Hard 2 again, because there gotta be a Gabe kicking around there somewhere. It's gotta be. Maybe it's Fred Thompson. Maybe his name is Gabe. I gotta look it up.
There's no Gabe in Deep Blue Sea, unless that's what. I've forgotten his name again. Ronnie Cox's name is.
Parrot's name. I can't remember.
We'll assume Ronnie Cox's name is Gabe. But he does seem to like this name, Gabe.
Maybe it's his kid's name. Maybe it's like, his dad's name or something. You gotta deep dive into Rennie Harlin's life.
I'm trying
Stalk
to
Rennie Harlin.
Well, there's no Gabe on his Wikipedia page, so I just did a Control F and nothing came up. But I'm gonna do a search through all of his films and find all of the Gabe characters and then write a script with them all in.
Maybe Rennie Harlin was climbing a mountain one day and somebody fell from his grasp. Name Gabe. Like the girl in the movies. I'm going to make a movie about this.
Dedicate one character in half of my films to you.
It's funny. I used to think this movie was called Hang On because the one sheet of this movie
is a giant hang on.
Giant thing says Hang On, and like Cliffhanger's like really, really tiny in the O. I was like, I used to think it was called Hang On, which is also could have been a cool title for this movie. Cliffhanger's fantastic because it's got the whole double entendre with movies and the cliff and stuff like that. But Hang On, also a good name. They could make the sequel. Cliffhanger, Hang On.
Cliffhanger, Hang On. Yeah, still hanging.
Still hanging around.
I am a little disappointed that the film doesn't end with a cliffhanger. It feels almost like an own goal. Not.
How would you have ended it? What would be your cliffhanger?
That's it. It needs to be satisfying. What kind of cliffhanger could they do? Well, they could have.
Do you want to talk? Okay, before we do it, do you want to talk about how this ending is almost beat for beat stolen in Mission Impossible Fallout?
It is very similar.
Very similar.
Very similar, including dropping a helicopter on someone.
Dropping a helicopter on Superman.
Well, and the opening is Mission Impossible 2.
Oh, shit, it is! What the hell, Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise just loves cliffhanger.
Look, man, I love it. I love Stallone. Has Stallone and Tom Cruise worked together before? Why hasn't that happened?
I don't think Tom Cruise has worked with Rennie Harlin or Stallone or Lithgow I don't think he's worked with anyone in this film.
He had to have worked with Lithgow. Lithgow's been in everything. He's had to have worked.
I'm just racking my brain for Tom Cruise films, and I can't think of a Lithgow.
Lithgow, if you can, that seems like a missed opportunity there.
Just googling Tom Cruise, John Lithgow.
Because those of the four giant,
they're both in the documentary about Brian De Palma.
Oh well,
I'm not sure that counts.
That's another Mission Impossible blowout situation. But you think that Arnold, Stallone, Tom Cruise, Will Smith could have worked in a movie? I don't think any of them have been in a movie together at all, ever.
Yeah, I mean, other than like Stallone and Rooker both being in Guardians 2. Some years later.
I did say when I saw Guardians 2 it was a cliffhanger reunion. Yeah. When I saw Stallone, I was like, hey, cliffhanger reunion. There you go.
So Lithgow has the height advantage in this fight because Lithgow is a towering guy, and Stallone is not. And I do like that Stallone. He's not really trying to fight back. He's just trying to get out of there because he knows the helicopter is going to be going.
Because Rucker keeps saying, "Get out of there, Dave!"
Yeah. So then Lithgow's using that. So when Stallone's trying to climb out, Lithgow's like punching him in the ribs, working his lower back. Good tactic. Oh, they work together. They're both in. Oh no, they're not. It came up. The Pelican brief came up. That Lithgow's in, but Tom Cruise is not in the Pelican brief.
Oh, that's Denzel. That's another one.
Yep. So yeah, definitely they have yet to work together, but who knows? John Lithgow in Mission Impossible 8.
I'll watch it. I'm in there.
So Stallone bites John Lithgow's arm.
Let's bite him. That's the good guy tactic. You got to bite him.
And then Stallone kicks Lithgow. Somehow he says, "Keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times." And he kind of kicks Lithgow off the helicopter is upside down, so he kind of kicks him off the bottom of it and into the door. Kind of. At that point, Lithgow's either going into the helicopter or falling off the helicopter and dying either way. And then helicopter drops, falls. You have kind of a Hans Grubery death of exploded. Helicopter explosion, wonderful.
I like that moment right before he hits, where he's always looking for a way out. He's like looking around, like maybe I can. It's not like a Thanos death where he's just like, yeah, I'm dead. He's kind of like, wait, no, I can, no, maybe, damn it.
Now, my one final note.
Do you like the ragdoll Stallone on the suspend or not the bridge, but the ladder when the helicopter is yanking the ladder off the cliff?
I liked all of the model work here. The planes early on, it looks incredible. Big fan of model work. And my one final note is there's a dog in this film. Did you happen to know what the dog was called?
Where's the dog in the movie?
When Stallone and Jesse have a dog, when he goes to see her, there's a dog. It's like a golden retriever, I think.
Oh.
Do you know what that dog's called?
No.
Dog's called Thor.
Really?
Yeah.
Thor.
You got a Thor.
In Cliffhanger. My dog's name is Thor. He's literally looking at me right now like, hey, what's up? I'm in a movie.
You said my name. Let's go for a walk.
His dog's name is Thor. Hey.
The dog's called Thor, played by a dog called Thor. So.
Oh, I stole my dog's name from Cliffhanger. Yep. Not the Marvel Comics character that I obsessed over. From Cliffhanger.
You got any other thoughts on Cliffhanger? Any other things to shout out about it? About this phenomenal film?
If again, when this movie started, I rewatched it, I think last week just to refresh myself. I forgot Carlico made this. Carlico is the studio that always prompted me as a kid that I was about to see some adult. If you look at Carlico's filmography, it's fantastic. Carlico, did they have a documentary on Carlico? I can't remember.
No, I don't.
I think they did one for the guy who did Masters of the Universe, but I thought they should do one for Carlico because that's Rambo, that's Terminator, that's this. Their filmography is amazing. It's all like good 80s, 90s action movies. I think Total Recall might be on there. I'm pretty sure it's like all of Arnold, all of Sly stuff. But yeah, Cliffhanger is like one of those movies where, again, I think the beginning scene is fantastic in terms of cinema, in terms of leaving you into a place where what's going to happen after that. The movie itself, after that point, it's kind of like an up situation where the beginning is great and the rest of the movie is kind of like, all right. But it does have a warm place in my heart because it's good. It got a good villain, Rooker's amazing. Sly is fine.